Queridos amigos, bienvenidos a Qatar. Dear friends, welcome. Welcome to the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. Welcome to celebrate football because football unites the world. And now, let's welcome the teams and let the show begin. All the best to everyone. Mabruk, Elf Mabruk.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you are able for the playing of the national anthem of Ecuador.
أصحاب السمو والمعالي السيدات والسادة، يرجى الوقوف للنشيد الوطني لدولة الإكوادور.
this game wasn't meant to be played until tomorrow. But I think it's quite right that the hosts start the tournament off.
Absolutely, and they'll be hoping not to become the first hosts or co-hosts of the World Cup to lose their opening match. 21 such previous occasions have resulted in 16 wins and 6 draws.
I think it'd be really interesting actually how they approach this game. Well, I think their best players are at the top end of the pitch, but Felix Sanchez has said that he wants his team to be difficult to beat, and I think we've probably seen them play a back five at times.
Yeah, they should be well coached. Sanchez has been with them for a long, long time. He's been working in Qatar since 2006 when he went to the Aspire Academy. And as well, we shouldn't forget, Matt, that most of the Qatari players play for the same club side, Al Sadd. And until this time last year, that side was coached by Javi, of course, who's now at Barcelona.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Half of the squad.
Caicedo as well. He really is the heartbeat of this Ecuadorian side.
Yeah, the manager, Gustavo Alfaro, has said he's got the potential to be world class.
Yeah, he's got a new partner alongside him in the heart of the midfield today, Jackson Mendes, who plays for Los Angeles in MLS, because Carlos Gruezo, who plays his football in Germany, picked up a knock last week. He's quite a key player for them, isn't he? That's a lot of the hard work in midfield.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Gruezo.
Mendes is a defensive midfielder though, so that'll still allow Caicedo to get forward.
So Ecuador with Estupiñán sending it into the penalty area, and Alcid coming out and not getting hold of the ball, and it's sent into the middle of the first goal of the World Cup. Has been scored by Valencia. And it's taken him less than 3 minutes to find the back of the net. Just the sort of start Qatar were hoping to avoid. But what a beginning for Ecuador and their captain. Valencia now, their record goal scorer in the World Cup finals. It's the 4th that he scored, and it is the perfect start for the South Americans.
It's been the Achilles heel of the hosts, defending set pieces and crosses, and they don't deal with this one. Ecuador keep it alive. And Enner Valencia is on hand, just a couple of yards out to nod it in. The goalkeeper makes a huge error, can't get back in goal.
It was Torres who was up from the back there, who acrobatically sent it into the middle, and a brave header from Valencia.
It was a brave header. Of course, he's the one with World Cup experience. Scored 3 goals in the 2014 World Cup. He's added to that tally with another tonight. It's the perfect start for Ecuador, and the one that the hosts were hoping to avoid.
They are checking for a possible offside leading to that goal. That's why referee Daniele Orsato has yet to allow the match to recommence. Well, the first moment of drama, the goal itself, the second, the outcome as to whether it will stand. Anxious moments for both sets of players.
He doesn't seem too worried, Enner Valencia.
And the goal has been disallowed. What a little flare. It must have been close. Valencia doesn't have his goal. Felix Sanchez in Qatar have a let-off for this defensive mix-up.
Well, it's very tight, isn't it? When they win the first header, That must be where Valencia's offside from the first header. Well, relief for Qatar. We thought they'd gone behind early in the game.
Well collected at the back there briefly by Equator, and Ecuador back in possession. Here's Estupiñán, who had a couple of great years with Villarreal in La Liga, won the Europa League in 2021 and got to the Champions League semi-finals with Emery's team. And Emery, of course, who's now moved on. And as has Estupiñán with Brighton and Hove Albion on the South Coast in England in the Premier League.
A hectic start to the game.
Very.
I guess we expected that.
Here's Pedro Miguel. And a little flick forward chased by Emery's alley, but he's always very much third favourite to get to the ball there. And Galindez quick to roll it back in, and I think we'll see quite a bit of Estupiñán. He loves to attack at every opportunity down the Ecuadorian left.
Yeah, he does love to get forward, and likewise actually the right back Preciado as well, and he's the same. The two fullbacks for Ecuador both like to bomb on.
Here's Caicedo, who's showing no ill effects from that heavy early challenge from Miguel.
He's a robust character, Moises Caicedo. Real box-to-box midfielder.
Infield there by Hassan El Haydos, the captain of Qatar, their number 10.
It's got deeper and deeper as time's gone on. He starts as a forward and now in midfield, but he does like to drift into those forward areas.
Estupiñán's ball forward is repelled, collected by Karim Boudiaf, and then swept away by Bassam El Rawi. Qatar's players just seeming to settle a little bit after that flurry of activity.
Yeah, Boudiaf trying to get on the ball in the centre of the pitch. He's a real calming presence, and they need that as well. Just try and get some composure in their game.
Estupiñán sends it forward, a header down by Valencia, and it was just a little too far in front of Gonzalo Plata. Imam Ahmed, one of those coming into the team, playing on the left-hand side of the defence. That throw in, Caicedo was hoping that it would fall his way, sent up wide by Jackson Mendes. Here's Estupiñán, support on the near side, and Romario Ibarra. Ecuador so close to giving themselves the perfect platform at the start of this game with a goal inside 3 minutes. More, and they've decided that the goalkeeper Al-Sheed not terribly comfortable with the ball in the air.
Now, clearly something they've identified. They've hit that long ball a couple of times already and delivered a couple of crosses into the area.
Little layoff there by Ibarra. Estupiñán. Almost a perfect ball, but Pedro Miguel able to send it away. He'll be under pressure again here, and there'll be a free kick for the challenge coming in on Valencia.
There's another chance for Ecuador to throw the ball into the area. Then you have Valencia, a lively start to the game.
Estupiñán will take this free kick. I think the players there on the edge of the penalty area for referee Daniel Osaka to keep his eye on.
The Qatari defence trying to keep the ball away from the goalkeeper.
Estupiñán in, ball repelled by Boudiaf. Preciado away to the far side. Gonzalo Plato now with the first run at the defence. Good defensive play there by Abdul Karim Hassan.
We're looking to outnumber Qatar in the wide areas. We've had some early joy. Well tracked on this occasion.
Yeah, did well there. First time we've seen Plata have a real run at the defence. Plata, who plays his football in Spain with Real Valladolid. And it will be a corner. Very positive start made by Ecuador here in this opening match. More pressure there for Orlem Cookie and the home defence to deal with.
Yeah, Ecuador have been tipped by many to perhaps a surprise package at this World Cup. They've started this game well.
The referee spotted something not entirely to his liking in the vicinity of the penalty spot. Remember, it was Valencia who got his head on the ball to put it into the net in the 3rd minute. It's Gonzalo Plata who will take this corner.
Somewhat surprising. They haven't got anybody on the goalkeeper. You would think after the nervous start these had to the game, they try and disrupt him. Now all of a sudden they do.
They do, and it's Caicedo. Saad Al-Sheib is being protected by one of his defenders, Bassam El-Rawi. Towards that near post area, but dealt with well by the Qatari defence. 12 minutes in, goalless in this opening match of the World Cup. Ecuador with a goal disallowed early in the game for really a very tight offside call.
I was about to say, the tightest of offside calls.
Estupinian. Collected here by Piero Incapié. A very highly regarded young defender. Just 20 years of age. He's got a good partnership with Felix Torres in the middle at the back. It was wayward there from Torres on this occasion, though. Let's have a look at this offside decision here, Matt. It has to be really close.
Yeah, it does. Goalkeeper comes a long way. Doesn't get anything on the ball. When the header comes in, the offside is, he's just a fraction off, isn't he? It's a leg off.
He's offside by a lower leg. Technology, very good these days. We have a chip inside the ball, suspended inside the match ball. We've actually seen it in operation, and it notices that the slightest touch of the ball, and it registers like a little heartbeat on the screen, so they know when to call offside or not, because the acceleration of the ball is marked as soon as it's touched when the kick is taken and it's sent forward.
Yeah, it's excellent technology.
Well, then Valencia denied what would have been a 4th World Cup goal. Interception made there by Caicedo. A lovely ball forward, collected by Michael Estrada. And Qatar's defence have been opened up again here. Referee has a look. The referee points to the penalty spot. And once more, it's Valencia racing through, causing all sorts of problems for the home defence.
Well, I don't think there's any debate. Ecuador has started really bright. This is a lovely move as well. Right through the faces. And the goalkeeper, who's already made one early mistake, has come out and made another. Goes to ground early, can't get anywhere near the ball, gets plenty of Valencia. The referee took a while to make the decision, but he's got it absolutely right.
Straightforward decision for referee Daniele Orsato. perfect opportunity here to take the lead, a lead which they thought they had very early in the game, but for which they fell foul of what was a tight offside call. Enner Valencia hopes to have the ball in the net for the second time this evening already. Only this time it will count. Valencia for Ecuador. It's 1-0. This time the goal will count and Ecuador can celebrate. And their captain leads from the front once again. Their record goal scorer does it once more.
Celebration, take two.
And now Ecuador do have their platform for the rest of the evening.
It's the coolest of penalties, isn't it, from Enner Valencia, under immense pressure. He really has had an eventful start to this game. Thought he'd put Ecuador ahead very early on, only to see it ruled out for offside.
That was the most casually, confidently dispatched penalty you are likely to see. With the eyes of the world upon him, it was as though he was playing down the park with his friends.
His heart rate was lower than mine when he was taking that. Very cool.
Valencia with his fourth World Cup goal. He is now Ecuador's all-time leading goal scorer in the finals. Agustin Delgado, the other player he previously held the record with, he'd scored 3 as well, but it's Valencia's alone now. And here comes Qatar looking to respond. Pedro Miguel into the penalty area. That's the first time they've ventured anywhere near Hernan Galindez's goal.
Yeah.
And it was a foul from Saad Al-Sheib that led to the penalty kick, and he has gone into the referee's book.
He's had a really tough start to the game, and the host nation have had a tough start to the match. Haven't been able to get Hafif or Ali into the match at all, and that's their two best players at the top end of the pitch.
I don't think we've mentioned Akram Hafif, have we, so far?
Hasn't seen the ball as their most creative player. He's got license to roam, try and get on the ball, but they've hardly had it, so it's been really difficult for him to get into the match.
Yeah, so much of the play inside Qatar's half of the field. Ecuador taking early control of this match. Remember, they've only lost one of the last 15 coming into it. Over 10 hours play without conceding a goal before tonight as well. Julian Alvarez of Argentina, the last player to score against Ecuador in a 1-1 draw back in March. So they're defensively pretty sound. They haven't scored so many goals themselves just lately, despite getting a fair few in what was, as ever, an exhaustive South American qualifying campaign. 18 matches to qualify. Foul on Estrada. From Enner Valencia, only the third goal that Ecuador have scored in the last 7 matches is Estupiñán now putting pressure on again, and it was so nearly number 2. The referees awarded a free kick there for the challenge on the goalkeeper.
Well, they're working this left-hand channel really well. Ibarra is narrowing off on the left-hand side of midfield. He's leaving that space for Estupiñán to get forward. This time he's just gone a fraction early. Just offside. The play's been taken back for that. But already you can see the worry that the 2 fullbacks for Ecuador are causing Qatar.
That tremendous height on that delivery there from Estupiñán. It was Michael Estrada going for it in the air. And a painful landing for both of them. But you have to say, Matt, that at this stage so far, Ecuador look very threatening every time they go forward.
Yeah, they do. We've got the 2 fullbacks. They've got a licence to get forward. We've got a good base. Mendes is just holding in midfield, just allowing those 2 fullbacks to get forward.
Much to ponder for Felix Sanchez, the coach of Qatar.
Yeah, he said that they've got a lot of technically gifted players. He felt physically they might struggle. And we saw earlier on, didn't we, with the set piece and how it caused Qatar lots of problems.
And they could have more problems here. Yellow shirts in and around the home team penalty area, and it's cleared away by Abdel Karim Hassan. But Qatar struggling to get their foot on the ball here in the opening 20 minutes or so.
And that's been difficult for them. Not being able to get on the ball at all.
1-0 then to Ecuador, not quite at the midway point of the first half, but for any latecomers to the coverage, Matt, I think that's at least a fair reflection on what we've seen so far.
Could have been worse for the host nation, such has been the dominance of Ecuador in the early stages.
And Qatar again just giving the ball away cheaply, and there will be another card here. And Valencia, the goal scorer, on the end of that challenge. Here it is again, and it's Ali, who I think possibly born of frustration as much as anything else. He's not seen the ball. He hasn't had a chance to do anything with it.
I was about to say, it says a lot about how they've started this game, that he's having to come so deep and help out in midfield to try and get on the ball. But he does work hard. He is someone that perhaps does have his work at times by dropping into midfield.
So we're almost a quarter of the way through the match, and Ali, who is such a key player for Qatar, has only touched the ball 4 times. Here come Ecuador once again, a prodigious leap by Estrada, covered by El Heidos, but again, Qatar losing the ball. More pressure here from Ecuador, who are, you get the impression, Matt, that they're looking for the opportunity to potentially put this game to bed in the first half.
Yeah, and put the ball into the area early as well. Early crosses into the box. And they've been very good. Played at a good tempo, controlled possession.
No surprise there to see 58% of the play under the control of Ecuador. 12% contested possession. Here's Pervis Estupiñán, collected now by Estrada. I think for Qatar.
You see sometimes when Ecuador have the ball, Mendes just drops into the middle of the defence actually, makes it a 3, which allows the 2 wing-backs to full-backs to get forward for Ecuador. And they love to do that as well. Great energy.
Really all of the play, this phase of the match taking place inside Qatar's half of the field. Every host nation has managed to at least get on the board in their opening game at the World Cup finals since Mexico in 1970. Qatar so far haven't been anywhere near Galindez in the Ecuadorian goal. So Ecuador leading by a goal to 0. Penalty from Enner Valencia. First time the opening goal of the World Cup finals has come from the penalty spot. Here's Hassan. Rare touch of the ball there for Akram Afif, and as you suggested there, Matt, the forward players are just having to come deeper and deeper to try and get a touch of the ball.
It's been such a nervous start to the game from them. They've been working so hard. Multiple training camps, the preparation's been good. But you can't account for the opening day of a World Cup and what it does to you.
Cleared away by Preciado, and almost a chance to break. Stepping in there at the back was Kuki for Qatar, and it will be a free kick for Ecuador for the challenge on Angelo Preciado.
Yeah, he's had a good start to the game, Preciado. Looks like Estupiñán on the other side. Seen a lot of the ball.
Here's Hincapié. key member of the team in that qualification process. Touch here for Ibarra. This is Estrada chasing it. Little flick from Pedro Miguel. Estupiñán. And I think they're happy to spread the play, and it's Qatar's players who are having to do most of the running as well.
They've been camped in their own half, chasing the ball.
And Torres initially quick to win it back. Estrada sending it forward. Gonzalo Plata over on the far side. Not the start that Karim Boudiaf and his teammates were hoping for. Struggling to string any passes together, struggling to settle down on what is, of course, such a massive day for these players and for the country.
It's a big moment. He puffs his cheeks out there. Felix Sanchez. You know, it's been a tough start for them.
Torres with the initial header, a little flick in from Estupiñán, and there's a real confidence about the way Ecuador are knocking the ball around. Estupiñán is looking for Romario Ibarra. That was the great unknown, wasn't it, really, for him before today, about how his players really would cope with the bright lights, the big occasion, and you've got this issue with the fact that they are all playing domestically in the Qatari league. They've had experience outside of Asia. They played in the 2019 Copa America, put in a European qualifying group, the Gold Cup as well. So they have had experience outside their home country, but there's so much pressure, and they've struggled to live up to it. Hincapié. Estupiñán.
I mean, no, it hasn't phased Ecuador, has it? Because they're a young team as well. Fresh team, plenty of energy about them.
Yeah, they were the youngest of the South American teams to qualify. Their average age during the qualification process was under 26. That's Torres sending it forward up towards Valencia. Ball well won by Kuki at the back. Opportunistic.
They've really not been afraid, Ecuador, of playing long early.
Well, they've waited a long time. It's been some build-up, hasn't it? The planning and preparation. And finally, it's here for Qatar and their players. The yellow card for Moises Caicedo.
He's a robust midfielder, likes a challenge, and do both sides of the game well. He gets that one wrong.
He's done well, hasn't he? Because in the middle of Brighton's midfield in England, in the Premier League, he replaced Bissouma, the Malian international, and has just taken to that role like a duck to water. He's only 21, just as he has with the national team, it must be said, over the last couple of years.
Yeah, he's been excellent. Didn't he on his debut, man-mark Lionel Messi?
He did. Messi did score, but it was from a penalty.
So he didn't do too bad.
No. Absolutely. It's Abdul Karim Hassan. And again it breaks down for the home team. Just can't keep the ball.
You can't string a sequence of passes together.
Preciado with this throw-in. He was the first choice at the start of the qualifying campaign. I think he'll be a bit relieved to be in the starting 11. He's not been playing that regularly for his club side in the lead up to these World Cup finals. And we're half an hour into this opening match at the FIFA World Cup. And a penalty from Enner Valencia separates the two sides. The alarming statistic for the hosts is that they haven't actually touched the ball inside Ecuador's penalty area so far.
We're up against a team who are dictating in all areas, dictating the tempo of the match. You'll be delighted with the start that this team have made.
This is such a big game for both of them, isn't it? I mean, it goes without saying, of course, with it being the opening game, but the fact that Senegal and the Netherlands are the other two teams in the group tells you all you need to know about the pressure to get some points in the bag in this one. Here's Caicedo, back into Preciado, decent looking ball, it's two! Same player, twice the advantage, 2-0 Ecuador. What a day for Enner Valencia.
And it's another early cross into the box. Crosses have been a massive problem for his side. They've just not been able to deal with them. Ecuador lifting the tempo, enjoying the occasion. Clearly identified a weakness in this Qatari defence. Oh, now then. Of course, they'll check it as to whether he was offside or not. He's already had one goal ruled out, 4 offside. It's a fantastic ball into the area. Nobody near him though. He's on the move. And he's got the ability to find that corner.
Absolutely no chance for Saad Al-Sheikh. Perfectly placed by Valencia. He's had the ball in the net 3 times in this first half. But it's 2-0 to Ecuador. And you can't say on what we've seen that they don't deserve it.
Excellent. Absolutely excellent. Right from the off. Confident, moving the ball well, playing with pace. To get their fullbacks forward.
Well, it was a cracking header, and Qatar have a real problem here.
They're obviously wedded to the 5-3-2 system, Qatar. It feels they're already in the early stages. They've worked on it for so long, they're unable to change it, and it feels like they need to.
FIFA come deeper to collect the ball, and they're reduced to what was a very, very optimistic effort there from Abdul Karim Hassan. Here's Enner Valencia. He's been the star of the show so far in this opening match. This is his latest effort, and what a great header it was.
Yeah, it was. They've just been unable to stop the cross, though. They've got to get tighter. And they've got to get tighter to Enner Valencia as well. Look, the ball back in there 3 times. Only 2 have counted. But that's to add to the 3 he got in the 2014 World Cup.
The inquest started among the Qatari defence. The celebrations were fully underway in the South American corner. And that's Estrada who has gone down. The referee, Daniele Orsato, I think was looking straight at that from close range. Let's have a look what happened here, Matt.
A few feisty challenges, isn't that?
And Pedro Miguel.
Just a fraction late getting there, and he does catch him on the side of the head.
Yeah, Pedro Miguel, a player originally from Portugal, but he's been here in Qatar since 2010, in residency some 6 years ago, and since then has been playing for the national team, sometimes known as Roro. More defending. What a start for Latri. In it comes from Estupinian. Able to bring it under control. Looking for Akram Afif. He's had to start coming very, very deep all over the pitch to just try and who makes them tick when he's got the ball, certainly in an attacking sense.
Well, Ali's done the same as well, hasn't he? He's really the focal point, one who they need to try and build off, but even he's come very deep as well.
Right on the far side, Hassan, and just about kept in by Al-Sheikh.
They're struggling out wide, and that's why I say I'd be tempted if I was Felix Sanchez to change the system, somehow try and stop the Ecuador fullbacks.
Here's Kyrgyz Stupinyan. We've seen plenty of the ball in the first half, as we thought he might.
But look at the time they've got, the time and space that they've got. No pressure on the ball.
A rare touch in this first half, Hernan Galindez, Ecuador's goalkeeper. It was Valencia clipped, and another yellow card. This time for Karim Boudiaf.
It's born from frustration. The fact that they can't get the ball, they can't get near to the opposition. Late arriving. Straight to the back of Valencia.
Third yellow card for a player from Qatar in this opening half. Well, I should think Gustavo Alfaro, the coach of Ecuador, will be very happy with what he's seen from his team so far. They haven't been put under any real pressure at all, and thoroughly deserve the lead that they have.
Yeah, they do. It's a difficult group, so there's a real need to get off to the perfect start. And disappointed faces. Look at that end. They're enjoying it.
They are having quite the party behind the goal. But the good news is that Hernan Valencia, the Ecuadorian captain, is back on his feet. Of course, it would be problematic for them were he to pick up an injury which was to rule him out.
He's on a hat-trick already in the opening game.
Well, he looks like a man who's got plenty on his plate, I have to say.
Shell-shocked. He'd have run this game through his mind numerous times. And this was worst case scenario.
And it does. Do you think it's the occasion as well as the opposition here?
I think so. I think there's a bit of both. You have to give credit over to Ecuador. They have been very impressive.
Stupinyan sending it into the gloves of El Sheikh. Got the nod ahead of Michel Barcham to playing goal today. Both of them play for Al Sadd, and Barcham is effectively the understudy for club and country, but there is a certain amount of sharing of playing time that has to go on. It's unusual that you'll find the top two for a country both playing for the same club side. That's the case here. This is Miguel. No joy against Estupinian, who just bided his time and then brought Romario Ibarra into the play. Here's Moises Caicedo. A lovely pass. Just picking their way through the Qatari team here, and surging forward was Valencia, losing out on this occasion, and it will be a free kick for the challenge on Bassam El Rawi.
Just finding space in all areas, aren't they? Moises Caicedo picked that ball up in the middle of the pitch with absolutely nobody within 15 yards of him. Slightly over-eager. And then Valencia.
We had an excellent World Cup in 2014, the last time Ecuador at the finals. Valencia, he scored against the Swiss, and he got 2 goals in a win against Honduras as well. And 2 already at these finals. Showed you everything you wanted to know, Matt, about the issues that Qatar have got there, because it was a thief, very deep, in fact just inside his own half there, playing it forward.
It's coming deeper and deeper to get on it.
Home crowd doing their bit. Well, we knew it was going to be a step up. Is it going to prove to be a step too far in these finals? First appearance ever of a small nation. one disallowed as well. Torres plays it forward, scooped forward by Hassan, and now, very briefly, Afif crowd getting excited. They thought he might be able to put the ball into Ecuador's penalty area.
That looks like their best chance to try and counter quickly. But I've got to say, Jackson Mendes did brilliantly to get back and track Hafiz. These are the two goals that separate the sides, and they're both from Valencia. A really cool taken penalty, and then a wonderful header as well. Fabulous cross to the far post. Nobody near him. He has to generate the power and find the bottom corner.
Sent out wide by Hassan El-Haydos. Here's Hassan. Qatar just looking to get their foot on the ball a little bit, get a bit more confidence, string a few passes together. Collected here by El Rawi. Here's Abdul Karim Hassan. Now Karim Boudiaf. This is the best passage of play we've seen from Qatar in the opening half, and in the end, Angelo Preciado stepped in, but that was certainly better. But we will have another stoppage here, and it is Valencia again, and the player who received treatment not long ago.
Yeah, been down a couple of times now. That is a worry for Ecuador. Knee problem.
Like a bang on the knee, Matt, and then maybe a little hyperextension.
Away to our right, and the Qataris likewise away to our left. But it's fabulous atmosphere, but this isn't gone to plan, has it? The team haven't been able to perform at the level that they were hoping.
Yeah, it's not much to cheer the predominantly home crowd in this opening game so far.
We're caught in the headlights somewhat, haven't they?
Yeah, they're up against a team unbeaten in the last 7 since they lost away in Paraguay in the World Cup qualifier late in March. This is rather worrying. Well, let's hope that it's just a bang on the knee and nothing more than that. It's such an important player from Ecuador's point of view, Valencia.
Well, when you think about experience, because the only way to start in 11, that's World Cup experience previously.
The coach of Ecuador will be wondering whether he needs to make a change, but I suppose so late in the half they may try to keep him out there and hope that they can sort it out during the interval. It's Fifth sending the ball to his left. He's very, very deep at the moment as Boudiaf has possession, collected by El-Haydos. A tough opening 45 minutes it has been for Qatar. They've got a little bit more to go before the break. We are in 5 added minutes at the end of this half. And a flick there and a throw-in one by Michael Estrada.
Fair few stoppages, a few injuries, and VAR intervention for a goal that he thought he'd scored very early in the game.
Well, he's going to limp on to half-time. They'll hope to patch him together once more during the break. We're just going into those 5 minutes of added time now that we were expecting at the end of this half as Valencia goes forward in the air. Gonzalo Plata is beaten to the ball. It's collected by Ahmed over on the far side. Not for long, but he will get a free kick. Ahmed challenged by Angelo Preciado. His teammates have carried on. Even before he was back up on his feet. Time of the essence here. There has to be a certain degree of urgency about the way the hosts play the rest of this game. There's significant ground to make up in this opening match.
It's a huge half-time team talk. At the moment, it feels like it's damage limitation. Is there any way back for them?
Well, they'll be looking to Felix Sanchez, who's done so well, has come through all the youth setups pretty much at the same time as many of these players for Qatar. And they have had success along the way. I think he's a mentor, not just a coach to these players, and he's going to need to draw on all his reserves of knowledge during the half-time interval to try to settle the team down and help them to potentially plot a way back into this one. Abdulaziz Hassan. Back to Abdul Karim Hassan. El Rawi.
Qatar actually looked very vulnerable in possession of the ball because they look very open. They're stretching themselves and making the pitch big, but Ecuador are a fantastic team on the counter as well.
Came into the tournament with plenty of confidence. They won the last warm-up match by a 1-0 against Albania in Spain earlier this month. Won the last 4 going into the World Cup as well. And they're unbeaten in 5 since they lost 2-0 to Canada back in September. So they played plenty. He found it hard going in this opening 45 minutes. Ecuador, I think we could agree, a good value for the lead that they have.
Yeah. They're a fit team as well, aren't they? Just looking around the pitch, they've got energy all over. Preciado and Estupiñán in the full-back positions. Been impressed with Jason Mendes as well, alongside Caicedo.
Yeah, playing with Carlos Gruezo out today.
Yeah, he reads the game well. Made some important interventions when Qatar have tried to get forward.
Yeah, he's a good player, isn't he, with and without the ball. Good passer of the ball, very high work rate as well.
You can just see his position as well, how he just drops in between 2 centre-backs to start the attacks. And that just gives them that little bit of extra licence for the full-backs to get up the pitch.
Felix Torres sending it forward. Cut out though by Huki at the back for Qatar. In added time here at the end of this opening half. Controlling the final moments of this first half, just as they've controlled the entirety of the play that we've seen so far. Forward from Caicedo, chased by Preciado, who is a little over-enthusiastic in trying to win the ball.
And some of these young players are making a good impression.
Just going into the last minute of added time at the end of this first half. Abdul Karim Hassan. Is there to be a late flourish from Qatar in the final seconds of this first half? Painful moment there for Abdul Karim Hassan. Caught by Jason Mendes. There's Pedro Miguel, and he's away from Estupiñán for the first time in the match. That's a good ball! Oh, that was a good chance as well. And Omar Izali, who's had nothing to work with through the entirety of the first half, was given a golden opportunity to get Qatar onto the board with the very last play at the end of the first half. It's a tremendous cross, a great chance, and a fortuitous let-off for Ecuador. Ali misses the opportunity, and as the half-time whistle goes, it is Ecuador who lead by 2-0. They were out of the traps quickly. Enner Valencia has led from the front. He had a goal disallowed in the opening 3 minutes of the game. He scored from the penalty spot and with a header since then. At half-time, Qatar 0.